firstly, so that all of you could see me, so that I could see you. And at the same time, I would occasionally make eye contact with you, instead of just staring at the camera. Is that okay for everybody?
Yes, sure.
Evaluator, you're okay with that? Good morning to all, and thank you for inviting me to Contemporary Chaos. As you know, the talk of the town has been on the growing trend of gambling, and the authorities are responding quickly to propose changes, such as visit limits and higher penalties. However, at Institute of Dollars and Cents, we think that such regulations are just facade and will not benefit the society in the long term, but rather it is public awareness that will do the job. We all know that gambling is an addiction, a financial and social hazard which makes no sense at all, except for the gamblers. Why are gamblers so hooked on gambling? What sense does it make to them? To ask this question is as daunting as asking why a drug addict wastes his life on drugs. Limiting access to casinos and running checks on financial backgrounds are necessary actions in the short run to smolder the fire. But would it stop a gambler from visiting 2 casinos locally here and spending instead double, triple his usual time and bets? Would it stop a gambler from entering a casino while on international waters? And would it stop him from taking a plane to Vegas or Macau, for that matter, to satisfy his obsession? So the question here is, how could any single local authority limit all visits of his local residents? Last year, if you all have read the news, Resort World Sentosas and Marina Bay Sands had been fined for various breaches, but the amount never came close to $1 million. This is but a tiny setback to hefty profits of $300 million accorded to each casino. So the second question here is, how much higher can the penalties amount to? So from Dollars and Cents Institute, to ultimately mitigate the problem of gambling, we as a society need to look at the issue at the root of it. That is to, number 1, making sense of gambling, to counsel the gamblers, and finally educate the population as a whole. We have been working hard on counseling gamblers on the dark side of gambling and to redirect their priorities to the well-being of their loved ones, such as education for the youngest and supporting aging parents. We are also working with other institutions to design educational materials to reach out to the public in the effort of changing the perception. Lastly, but thoroughly critical, we are lobbying the Educational Ministry to include a strictly managed syllabus to indoctrinate the young early against the irrationality arising from games of chance. The ideal outcome is for gambling to become a leisure activity where everyone knows when to stop. Today at this seminar, I urge all of you to look hard at this serious issue and to do your part for the sake of your generation and the next. For because we may never know when gambling knocks on our door, but we must know how to make sense of it. Thank you.